Harrison Burton, Justin Allgaier go up through the gears. We're underway from Pocono. A little sliding going on up front. And that's the amazing thing that NASCAR's asking these drivers. As you mentioned, no practice, no qualifying. They went into turn number 1.
19 Jones really wide there in the tunnel, loses a bunch of spots.
Going into these turns wide open, trying to get a feel for it. And right there, Brandon Jones, he got a feel that he didn't like at all.
I think he turned and had a free loose sensation before he got to the tunnel. Was scared to turn the wheel left and just drove the car through the high side. Lost a lot of time getting off the throttle. You see Harrison Burton trying to break the draft. You said yesterday, Jeff Burton, that you didn't know much about that or why guys did that. Well, there's your boy. He's apparently watched some film and thinks that's important.
Can he pull away? As we see the 54. Again, Ty Gibbs trying to move up, trying to get by Brandon Jones.
See Austin Cindric, he's trying to fill that hole, keep Ty Gibbs trapped on the bottom. Looks like Harrison's giving. Oh, got a crash.
Into the walls, the 92 of Josh Williams. And the caution comes out.
Down in turn 1.
Josh was running 21st at the time when he backed it into the wall.
26 just cleared up once he got in front of me.
Talking about the 26 car of Ferrucci. Oh, he's hung up now, high-sided it on the apron.
How this took place.
Just down the front straightaway. Ferrucci's on the inside there, and my goodness. Yeah, I don't really know. I didn't see that again, but kind of came together. I don't think one guy was at fault versus the other, but Ferrucci came up a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like to me that Josh thought that Ferrucci was going to turn, left
to the bottom,
to the corner quicker than he did.
Yeah.
See right here, Ferrucci's not turning yet. Josh assumed he was going to be turning.
Guys, we got to remember Santino Ferrucci only making his 5th Xfinity Series start. An IndyCar driver, probably by trait, would be where he's best well known. We saw him at the Indy 500 this year. We saw him earlier in the Xfinity Series. He actually has an IndyCar start here at Pocono, so he's been to this facility. Much different IndyCar to stock car. So
there's Josh on the final lap.
AJ trying to exit turn 3. Dust off the right side of that car a little bit.
Harrison Burton has about a car length over Daniel Hemrick as they get ready for this final turn of stage 1.
Harrison missed his marks
a little bit
right there. Didn't get it to the bottom. That's going to give Hemrick a run.
He's able to still get off of the tunnel pretty decent. What does Hemrick do down here? To the inside? I don't think he can make the pass down there. Harrison wisely takes the more defensive line. You see the downshift there. Lots of RPMs.
Wow.
Screaming off of turn 3.
And to the line, Harrison Burton gets a stage 1 win. Daniel Hemrick, Justin Allgaier, Austin Cindric, and AJ Allmendinger the top 5. Second stage win of the year for Harrison Burton. And Allgaier rocketing to turn 1.
Oh, Mike Snyder in that bright red number 2. Like, man, not so fast. Got all the way to his door, but I think the 7's going to have the preferred lane there. 3 wide behind him.
Yeah, 3 wide for that 3rd spot.
Stand there in the fence. Oh, there's a big crash here. Hard contact.
To the inside.
Back in front of the cars.
Oh. And hit again. Haley with a hard hit on the inside wall and then right back out in front of traffic. And another car tagged him.
Ryan Vargas, I believe. Oh, man, it's good to see that. Those are some really, really hard shots that Justin took to the inside wall. You can see. Let's take a look at the replay. Sam Mayer's on the outside of Justin as they're coming off of turn 1. Justin's coming up the racetrack. I think Sam's got to recognize this and maybe come up out of the gas, but he just stays committed on the outside of the 11 car. They make contact right there. It puts both of them in the fence. Burton way down low trying to miss the 11. This is when it gets very, very scary. All these guys doing an amazing job. Jesse in the 74 doing an amazing job, but Ryan had nowhere to go. It's pretty incredible that more cars didn't get taken out in this wreck. So it looks like Sam may have turned the 11 back across the racetrack there as they were trying to gather both their cars up.
You see right here, he's on the outside of Haley and just not wanting to give that spot up. Haley needed to stay down. They could have both avoided that. And then this all, I'm like you. I think everybody behind him did an incredible job. Just nothing they could do different at this point. Now he's up the racetrack, and unfortunately there's Vargas and gets into him.
Under caution for the fourth time. You saw it all in NASCAR nonstop. Harrison Burton trying to take that second position away, and this is what happened.
Down into turn one, he's on the bottom there, entering the corner, and a little bit of bumps through the entry there. Gets loose up the racetrack, tries not to hit the 7 car, tries to stay out of the 7 car, just no side force. Car comes around up into the fence.
Yeah, I think the 23 got loose, came up the racetrack. Pretty heavy contact to the left side. I don't see a lot of damage, but you have to have concern over those left side tires.
And now coming to the stage win, it will be Ty Gibbs getting the win.
Still fought back through the tunnel, though, trying to keep that position.
And the caution's out.
Oh, Riley Herbst in the 98. We were just talking about needing a good day. Scored some stage points. Man, heavy damage.
My goodness.
I thought you said clear. I did say clear. He drove her back out there.
Oh.
And so there's that communication between spotter and driver again.
A lot of video going to be
reviewed,
analyzed and reviewed. And I say that, but Jeff, we talk about this every week. That's what this series is for. I mean, this is a tough track. I'm glad to see it on the Xfinity schedule. It has not been here for many, it's not one that's long standing on it. I think it's important for these younger drivers to run at a track this size.
So Riley Herbst, the tough season continues for him. He has 4 top 10 finishes this year. 2 of those were top 5, but you see him below the playoff line, that cut line. So Riley Herbst, 62 points coming in, or right now, and that number is going to get worse.
He's already backwards into the tunnel. The hard contact, man. It moved the fuel cell and everything so far to the back of that car. Let's take a look at the pass. Over in turn 1 and 2 for the lead. What happened to the 54 car? So gets a little bit loose. Way up the racetrack in the dust that they put down. A speedy dry. And there you see, that's all it takes. One little bobble and you get up into the marbles.
A really long stop for Daniel Hemrick. Why were they on pit road that long, Steve?
Well, we know they needed quite a bit of fuel, but I can't believe they needed so much fuel. They had time to change 4 tires. Their gamble must be to run long, put fresh tires on, and hope they get a caution. And if you run too fast on pit road, none of that matters. And unfortunately for Daniel Hemrick, for the second time today, too fast on pit road. So the strategy call I thought was gas only. I was wrong. It was run long, keep fresh tires, which is a call that was available to Dave Rogers, but the penalty will eliminate all the conversation.
Just under 2 laps to go for Cindric.
As we watch this battle right here, Cindric was out to a comfortable lead, but you talk about moments that make you nervous. He thought he had the top. The 66 sled up. He turned by him. It ended up being clear, but it did cost him, about a second. Over a second of his lead. He's down to a 1-second lead now with 2 to go. What's the magic word? Well, that should be okay. Well, it should have been okay a minute ago, and you see traffic in front of him again. One more close call like that, and Ty Gibbs is close enough to take a chance. There you go, hand out the window. Ware says, you run the bottom. I am going to run the top.
We learned yesterday, too, that until that driver takes the checkered flag, nothing is off the table. So Austin Cindric trying to make sure to put perfect laps together and hopes that the car continues to be as good as it has been. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank for Austin Cindric.
Well, even right there, although he was able to pass them, it really slowed his momentum down coming onto the front straightaway. Ty Gibbs able to gain a ton of track position on him. Ty is in position.
Striking position as they go through 1. Can Ty Gibbs close the gap? Now into the tunnel turn. This has been one of the best turns for Ty Gibbs all day. We'll see if he can make the momentum up through the tunnel turn.
Cindric's trying to break the draft down the back straightaway. Lone Pond straightaway through the tunnel turn. Oh, Gibbs a little loose, but man, wheeled it through that corner. Closes in on the 22 of Cindric into turn 3.
Stays in the gas. Here he comes into 3. Cindric all the way down to the yellow line. Gibbs following right in his tire tracks as they come out of 3. The momentum still with the 22. Sideways for Ty Gibbs. Austin Cindric's going to win it.
Great job, guys. Perfect race. Yes.
Driver and team working together here at Pocono.
That's a good donut right there. That was a well-done, tight radius donut. Look at that. I guess he's gotten a lot of practice.
He has.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.